Is there any more iconic sound than this voice? It says so much, a voice that we can view with sympathy or pity. Gil is one of the greatest loser characters in fiction. A spider-bitten, Amway-selling, terrible salesman who can't hold down a job.
That's swell. Could you swing by my ex-wife's place? I want her to see me riding in a car.
Gil made me ask the question, who is my favourite cinematic loser? You know, these aren't protagonists that start off schlubby and down and out and then succeed. I'm talking about the real born-to-die losers of cinema. The characters that make up this list will never learn and never change. They'll never get their redemption. Say, a character like Don Quixote, for instance, whose many translations paint him as a delusional yet admirably heroic character, I don't think is a loser like Gil. Gil is pure loser, a man destined to fail over and over and over. Let's start with Gil's inspiration. Jack Lemmon as Shelley Levene, a name so perfect that it slithers off the tongue like a warm slug. Based on the play by David Mamet, Glengarry Glen Ross is about the lives of a group of real estate salesmen who either rise to the top two performers or face termination. Levene was a once successful salesman who's in a long-running slump and supports an ill daughter in hospital. Jack Lemmon fidgets and whines so well as Levene, a long career of hard luck everyman characters cultivating in one of his greatest roles, in my opinion. Once you see Gil and Shelley Levene side by side, you see how well they did to recreate him, and you've got to give praise to Dan Castellaneta's amazing imitation. Cinema has always loved a loser, especially in comedy. Laurel and Hardy dominated Hollywood for years with their two losers. Oliver Hardy's blowhard loser was matched well against Stan's oblivious loser. They really embody so much of what we see in losers throughout cinema. Very much like Gil in The Simpsons, Laurel and Hardy spent many years trapping themselves by their own greed and stupidity. You could argue that Bette Davis played one of cinema's greatest losers as the aged child star in What Happened to Baby Jane. The former child star clings to her former glory whilst entrapping her kindly and more famous sister Blanche in their twilight years. Baby Jane is a chaotic, evil loser to her core, jealous and delusional with no prospect of redemption. In this scene, she's hired frustrated musician Edwin to play piano for her supposed upcoming revival tour. The blonde girlish curls, the fake beauty mole, her cigarette and gin-soaked voice warbling over this weird song. It's a great moment of loserdom in cinema.
His address is heaven above.
One of my favourite cinematic losers is also from one of my favourite films. The Coen brothers have created a long list of wonderful losers. Michael Stuhlbarg, who was a theatre actor, broke through with his role as physics professor Larry Gopnik, a man trying to find meaning in a hostile and uncaring world. Of course, for some, the dude from The Big Lebowski is a loser, an unemployed stoner who loves bowling and not much else, but I'd argue that the dude's general affability and optimistic outlook on life really stops him from being a true loser. I mean, he also has friends. He's generally kind. I mean, he even goes to his landlord's play and goes with the flow in whatever life throws his way. No, I think that in my opinion, the A1 king of losers is Jerry Lundegaard in Fargo. Jerry is a spineless, nasty and squirmy loser. Someone born on third base but will do anything to just get a little bit further in life. Macy just shines in this role. He has the perfect big blue eyes and he nails the thick Minnesota accent that completes the portrayal. He hums and haws through a prickly interview with a police officer, Marge Gunderson.
Well, you can help me. My name's Marge Gunderson.
My father-in-law, he's the owner.
Uh-huh.
And when the truth comes out, he squeals and shrieks like a drowning Kermit the Frog, losing all dignity in this final scene, a perfect ending to one of cinema's greatest losers. Any other characters fit this description? Let me know about your favourite loser in the comments below.